Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our second lesson in which we cover LO2. My name is Anjum Satar and we're doing Principle of Logistic and Supply Chain Management, Unit 1, and our course title is OTHM Level 7 Diploma in Logistic and Supply Chain Management. So today we'll go through LO2. Before starting our lesson 2, we'll recap what we learned during our last lesson. Anybody remember anything from last lesson, what we learned during last lesson? Anything you remember from last lesson? During last lesson, we have learned about LO1. LO1 understand the key logistic and supply chain management concept and theories. We discuss key theories. We discuss about just in time. We discuss various inventory management methods as well. So we discussed and we learn critically discuss the key driver of effective supply chain management. We discussed different economic, social, and various other drivers. We discussed those drivers and we discussed sales forecast as well. That will help you manage our supply chain management effectively. We discuss about competitiveness of supply chain management, how competitive and why some Japanese companies are leading in the world due to the just-in-time, and we discuss about Dell business model as well, direct business model, which using and Dell is really reducing the cost due to the proper supply management and changing the business model. So today we'll go through LO2. LO2 is our learning outcome 2, which we have 3 assessment criteria. Explain role and contribution of logistic in achieving supply chain goals and objectives. How logistic can play a role in achieving organization overall objective. Evaluate different modes and the types of logistic adopts various businesses. Mode of transport, different, the businesses, or mode of supply, different businesses adopt to achieve their objective. And we'll discuss the common issue. What are the common issues nowadays those are organization and the businesses are facing in their supply chain management? So that's all we'll be focusing in our lesson today. So we'll start. Anybody any question? Any questions? So please, if you have any question, carry on either writing in the chat box, and we'll go through today our LO2. As I mentioned, we have 3 assessment criteria and overview of supply chain. What is the supply chain? Transportation, warehouse, transportation, customer, information flows, and warehouse. All this is come under the supply chain. So we always looking how will reduce the middle man and middle person that will help to achieve our organization objective. So what supply chain? Explain the role and the contribution of logistic in achieving supply chain objective. So what role can be logistic to achieve supply chain objective? So we discuss SMART objective, yes, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time defined. So our objective can be wealth maximization. Wealth maximization, so can be because we want to make sure that we maximize the wealth of our shareholders. So that's we really want to. What else? Or we can call profit maximization. Yes, that's organization. What other objective can be? Cost reduction. So that can be objective.
Service level improvement.
Good, service level improvement. That can be our objective. Lot of emphasis on greens. Yes, supply chain management. Green mean you just try to be reduce CO2 levels in your supply chain. Yes, make sure supply will be come from renewable. You use electricity, you use transport which is more renewable. Okay. Any other objective? Social enterprise. Yes. So more organization want to be save money and pay back to society instead of spending money on. So that can be different objective of different organization that can help to achieve if we manage the supply chain management effectively. So what strategies? What is the supply chain management itself? Logistic is a process of planning, implement, and controlling the efficient cost-effective flow and storage, raw material, in-process inventory, finished goods inventory. So normally we have inventory three types: raw material, work in progress, or we call process, and third,
Mhm.
finished goods. If you open your fridge, normally inside your fridge, you have three types of inventories. Yes, raw material, work in progress, maybe you cooked half, boiled half, and finished goods ready to eat. Yes. So
Yes.
supply chain management is the integration of all activities. It's not just one activity. So supply chain management is integration of activities. So how we can integrate, how we can coordinate with, so that will help. So goods from the raw material through the end users. So our supply chain are different channel of distribution. So really we need to look around flow, improve supply chain relationship to achieve sustainable competitive advantage. Competitive advantage, what advantage can be? Every nation, every company have some sort of competitive advantage, but depend how effectively we use that competitive advantage against our competitor. So that's we need to really look around. We need to identify because sometimes a location can be competitive advantage. Sometimes can be a labor cost can be competitive advantage. Sometimes your customer how close to you that can be a competitive advantage. Where you can get the raw material that can be a competitive advantage. So all these are so really we need to be maybe we have an integrated system in place, especially like when we look around the Walmart. Walmart is a quite big company in the world. They have their own satellite. They can see, in which store, which and how much, and how we can redirect our supplies instead of, like if you buy from one store, you have a right to return to any other store. So that will help, the user as well. So next we're looking what strategy. What is meant by strategies? The word strategy is derived from the word strategist, which is a Greek word we used to be used in military or will encounter. So our tackle our enemies. So that's we looking the direction and the scope of the organization over long term, which achieve advantage for the organization. So corporate mission statement overriding the objective of the organization, which serve the guide strategic activities and goals. So functional area we discuss in the organization departments. Those are departments can be a functional area. All these are functional areas should be leads toward our strategies, overall corporate objective of organization. So overall our objective can be our strategies can be in our organization according to one of the great scholars, Michael Porter. It's called Porter generic strategies. Porter generic strategies can be.
I can't see your screen, sir.
Okay, can you see now?
Yes, now I can.
Cost leadership. Maybe your strategy in the market, you want to be a cost leader. Like we have one of the company is called EasyJet, Ryan, Ryanair. So Ryanair, EasyJet, these are the cost leadership strategy. So everything, whatever we focus on the cost. From recruitment to selection, from placement to our any operation, any our functional area, we everyone is focused to reduce the cost to provide the things cheaper too. So you in the whole market, your leader, you are offering like China can be a cost leader because China is reducing the cost in all areas. One is called diversification. So you can be a leader in diversification. Yes. So instead of cost leader, and you can be every your single product is diverse than other, and you in the market offering the product whatever the needs are, which is very difficult. So diversification. Then other we can look around cost focus. You just one area, one of operation. You just want to be focused uh, in marketing cost, cost focus instead of cost leader. And then maybe differentiation focus, because one of your product you're looking, you want to diverse it, upper class, but all others you can maybe. So that's different strategies we can use to achieve our objective. Why strategy is important? If you don't have a strategy, it's mean action planning. If you don't have, it's not. It provide you guidance. So the logistic manager don't know the strategy, they will not be able to make the decision that they are best interest of the organization. Always be looking strategic objective, differentiation for offering fast, accurate, and reliable deliveries. Logistic manager would choose truck our trend. So depends, yes. So what strategies we want. So if we're saying we'll deliver you goods in 24 hours, lot of company they say we'll deliver you overnight, like FedEx, like various. So we need to be look around, if you're making it, but how you will deliver it? Do we have those? If we are claiming something, because otherwise they can be, if we have a contract of delivery, but we can't deliver it, they can maybe send lot of claims against our company, and the cases goes in court. If the strategic objective was to complete on the low cost, cheaper rail option might be chosen. So this is a typical trade-off the logistic managers must make. In this case, trade-off the cost versus quality. So if you have a low cost, maybe low quality, maybe high cost is a high quality. So we can deliver by air and you can deliver by ship. So it depends. Yes, if you by air is expensive, but maybe you get, in the quality like mangoes delivery from Pakistan to different European countries. So we need to look around, which transport mode we'll use. Any question?
No.
How logistic contribute? How logistic can be contributing? So logistic provide data and analysis related to the existing logistic network. So current storage capacity, distribution facilities, own and rent. So that's equipment capacity. We heard about, I'm not sure, I think so. Economic EOQ. Have we heard about EOQ?
Economic order quantity?
Yes.
Yes. It's a model, I think. It's a model of keeping stock. There's a reorder point and then there's a safety level.
Well done. Excellent. Great. Yes, that's all about, we look the holding cost, we look the ordering cost, we look the ordering time, we look the annual demand. Yes. So this all, economics order quantity concept, we can use it to calculate in a mathematical ways. Yes. So current transportation arrangement, current operational cost. Operational cost is quite important. So you need to think about if you don't have a supply, so what will be happen? Your staff, your machineries, your rental cost. Still, you need to look around the fixed and variable cost. You need to look around short. Uh, so like if I'll ask you, do you have a Nokia? Are you using still Nokia?
No.
Why not?
Because they didn't develop themselves fast enough and other smartphones caught up in the market.
Yes. So what's happened due to one of the CEO of Nokia, previous years, good number of years ago, make a decision. They want to reduce the research and development costs. So they close a lot of research and development center. ultimately due to the research and development fund stop, and ultimately what's happened, they not managed to develop their innovative models well in time. Then of course, the company lead them, Apple and Samsung and other company, they took the shares from them. So you need to be look around the short term cost saving, it will be long term impact. So we can make, short term cost saving will be huge impact in the long term. Maybe you will need to make the realistic decisions. Proposal for the future capital investment. What is a capital investment? Have we heard?
One time,
Or maybe we heard about
major investment, like when you are trying to go for expansion.
yes, you can say investment appraisals, you may be heard. We can look around, yes, is basically capital investment mean investing in assets, asset, non-current asset. Non-current assets such as buildings, yes, plants, machineries, those sort of, that's capital investment, yes. Investing in education, it can be a capital investment, is a long term, yes, benefit. We not use for 1 year, we can use many years the benefit, yes, we can carry on. So that's called capital investment, and we can appraise it. We use different method, is NPV, net present value, the money we'll get in future, what will be the real value, payback period, how long will be cover the cash which we are investing in these projects in capital investment. Yes, we are want to be new IT system, but what new IT system will bring is new IT system will reduce the staff. So last lesson we discussed about it will improve cost, it will reduce the cost, it will reduce the time, it will improve the quality. Yes, so we compare all, because if not, nothing will bring, so what's the point to investing on the new? Okay, next we're looking the contemporary. What is meant by contemporary?
Common,
New, modern, yes. So new issues, contemporary issues, recent issues, recent common issues, So logistic term, value stream, and logistic process, yes. These are the common term which we use, yes. Quick response and flexible manufacturing. Mass customization, because of course is a huge customization. Supply chain management, collaborative logistic, reverse logistic, service logistic, continuous replenishment, and lean logistic. We discuss lean, yes. Integrated. IT people have to deal with any related automations. Yes, that's integration between system. Your sales department should be integrated to logistic department, because if the they have a demand but we don't have a supply, what will be happen? There will be a shortfall. So that's they have a good coordination between system. Okay, next, logistic and supply chain management mission. Why we want right goods at the right service to the right place at the right time, yes, in desired condition, in the lowest cost, in the highest return on investment. Product and services possession utility. What is the utility?
Usage.
In law of utility we learn in maybe in economics. Have you studied economics? No. Okay, law of utility. If you eat this, like if you drink first glass of water, give you more satisfaction than the second one, yes? So utility is very high. That's called law of utility in economics. So here we're looking the possession of utility, the value of the usefulness, the outcome from the customer, being able to take the possession of a product. So we need to how utility can be in the product, farm utility in farm that can be used by customer, and if the value to the customer. So we need to be look around the place utility. Place utility can be how convenient your place, yes, available where they are needed by customer. Time utility, available whenever they needed by customer. Logistic obviously help time, place, and utility. Isn't it? Yes, sir. utility is the satisfaction, yes. So if
Yes.
we can fulfill their desires, ultimately help them. So if we look here, evaluation of supply chain management. So we can look around demand forecast, purchasing, material management, purchasing, requirement planning, production planning, manufacturing, warehousing, material handling, packaging, finishing goods, distribution, ordering processes, transportation, customer service, strategic planning, information, marketing, sales, and all these are leads to overall physical distribution, logistics, and then supply chain management. So supply chain management, that all these things drive to supply chain management. Supply chain management is overall. It's not just based on one. You manage just stock in the warehouse. You say you have enough stock. On what basis you can see? Yes. So it can be all linked. So everything, whenever you make any budget in, especially in production, in manufacturing, first thing is a sale forecast. So if your sale forecast is right, you can buy the right stock, right level. So that's main thing we need to be focused. Any question?
No.
So supply chain management can contribute huge benefit in terms of the cost reduction for future planning to achieve our organization objective. Okay, next we're looking evaluate the different modes and the types of logistic adopt various businesses. Various businesses can use different mode of transport and the types of logistic in the to meet. So supply chain management is it can be leads to the we can look around the global. It depends how our operation, how big we are. Interfunctional coordination we need to be that can be improved trust, commitment, risk, dependencies, and behavior. We can look around marketing and various department coordination and supply chain flow, product, services, information, financial resource demand, and we can forecast how sales forecast by do marketing department and sales department, and we can carry on regular reviewing the customer satisfaction, value, profit, and competitive advantage. If we have those, we can sustain. Then other they saying revised strategy is the journal creating the great top management interest. See, the management interest, no doubt about a historical perspective of distribution. According to the Peter Drucker, the last 20 year of cost economy is a logistic. You maybe make it cost effective, but maybe you can't distribute it cost effective. Contemporaries view distribution is a new frontier for demand generation, a competitive weapon. So this is a competitive weapon if we want to be used as an organization. That's why this, the maybe the Gwadar port and free ports and various ports, and where the distance will that can they saying this is the competitive weapon, is a competitive advantage can be bring for organization that will reduce the distance. Like one belt road, China's initiative, train service from China via Pakistan to UK. So they already sent 3,000 containers from China to London via rail. So that's the critical customer service loop we can look in. The customer order processing and transmitting, how order can be processed and transmit. So inventory are the supply source, transportation, and the customer. Any question there? Okay, then physical distribution cost, we always look transportation, how many percent? Warehousing, how? Order entries, how? Admin, how much is cost? Inventory carrying cost. So logistic costs are about 10% of the sales. So any question here? So we need to really manage it. If you're a manager and you want from 3.344% to 3%, yes, that can be. your objective, because you manage supply in a way, your order processing, and you manage the route effectively. That can be reduced. Yes. Anybody, any question here? We all okay?
Yes.
Then physical distribution, which we discuss next. Customer performance, order cycle time, how quick you process it. Because no, is your IT system, when you get the order, that state goes to the warehouse, the alert to the even transportation, yes, and the order will be ready. And when will be ready? They have a computer system in place in lorries and trucks, so they can easily, and even they can see to whom they have to deliver. Even the way maybe they have bringing the stock, and they can relocate or redistribute. So that's we need a dual system in place. Product availability order, product availability line items. So we need to make sure. So traditional scope of supply chain management, business logistics, physical supply, material management, and physical distribution. Source of supply, where you get it, plant, operation, and customer. Transportation, inventory, order processing, all this we discussed before. So we need to be managed. Good coordination between. So key activity and processes, primary setting customer service goals, transportation, inventory management, and location. So we need to be look around how nearby motorways. Lot of companies are setting their warehouse nearby motorways. Easy to. They are looking, how the where the train, where the more roads, where the air, where the sea. So if they have all, so like in the UK, there used to be canal system for distribute the goods through small rivers. So each factory outside there used to be a river, small canal. They used to use the boats to transport the goods to the man to the ship, so that the boat state goes to the sea, and from the sea they can use to load and deliver whole world through ship. But now this chain to train, so they try to be all everywhere is a train track is linked with it. So we used to be, but a lot of unfortunate train track is not really working, it's out of order. So secondary and sporting, warehousing, material handling, acquisition, protective packaging, and all this. We need to. We have a.
Sir, how is acquisition, purchasing, or order processing a secondary activity? Isn't it directly linked to the product?
We have some primary according to the value chain model, yes, which is given by Porter, value chain. Yes. So how can we bring the value in the organization? Primary activity comes customer service, yes. Service goal, transportation, inventory management, and location management. But these your secondary activity will help you to manage your primary activity. So if you don't have a secondary activity, let's say your sporting activity, you manufacture but you don't have a warehouse to store it. You don't have a handling machine, yes, material handling. You don't have a acquisition purchasing. Yes, you can raise the question why these are secondary instead of primary. Yes.
Yes.
So, like, think about in an organization, production department. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Production is a primary. Yes.
Yes. In the same way, I feel like purchasing or procurement is also primary because it drives a lot of cost saving as well in terms of negotiations and everything.
Where you coming from, the way you're right. I'll show you value chain. So if we look at this model, yes. Can you see?
Yes.
So we have primary activities, yes, and we have sporting activities, yes.
Yes.
According to the Michael Porter, inbound logistic, operations, outbound logistic, yes, and the service. These are the primary activities, yes.
Okay.
And the procurement, technology, human resource, and farm infrastructure, these are secondary or sportive activities. If these sportive activity not happen, so this won't be happen our primary activity.
All right.
So that's where they use this concept from this diagram.
Okay.
So like production department is a primary, yes,
Yes.
but storeroom maintenance are secondary because they help them, they assist them, they promote them, yes. If we
Okay.
don't have
Yeah.
a secondary department, we'll say no problem, we don't need admin. Admin is very important. You can't function if without admin. And you can argue why not this is a primary. Some organization maybe they consider as a primary activity, yeah?
Yes.
Which is where you're coming from. You're right, huh? You're thinking.
Yes,
But
that's what I was thinking.
no, that's absolutely fine. So we can emphasize because like if you think about in a hotel industry, so your first point in is a customer advisor, your primary activity. Yes,
Yes.
because if you're not happy with the individual who dealing with you, you're not going to. Yes, even you serve the good food.
Yes. True.
So that's your
Customer service. Yes.
customer service is because people are paying for customer service. You can get the cup of coffee or cup of tea from the corner, yes, or from
Yes.
roadside. But why you going to in a hotel to sit? Because you want customer service. If there is a customer service being given poor and you been let down, you're not going again there.
Yes.
The
True.
person are dealing it, the behavior is not good. So lot of our airline, unfortunate, they not focus on the customer service. They used to be focused more just on the costing and other elements. So you can improve, you can charge more for the customer service, and people are willing to pay. The objective of the logistics strategy to minimize the cost, minimize the investment, maximize the customer service. That's the maximize level of logistic planning. Yes, strategic, tactical, and operational. We discussed last lesson. Yes. Any question? Okay.
No.
Logistic strategy is a triangle, is a problem, yes. So we look around the inventory strategy, we can look around transport strategies, and we look around the customer goals, yes. All and the location strategy we can make. Then strategic, tactical, operational decisions we can. Transportation, inventory, order, all we discussed earlier slide. So this further. Tactical is a seasonal equipment leasing, yes. Thus, you need to be safety stock levels in different season. Yes, you need to be contracting. Like one of the guy is a real story in the UK. One of the guy was student here from Pakistan. He went to
Mm.
the one live music concert. Before going, he just realized he checked the weather forecast. Normally, the weather forecast coming in the BBC News. So he look around the weather forecast. There was a 70% chance at this time there will be a rain when the music festival will be highly peak time. Yes, the singer was playing and singing, and actually at that time supposed to be start the rain. Most of people they not look that thing what the weather will be. So what he did, he bought the umbrellas, and he bought umbrella 50 pence each umbrella,
Mm.
and he sold it 50 pence, and he sold it £5 each.
Lot of profit.
So lot of profit. Why he did it? Because he said, because I'm only selling £5, huh? People are willing to pay because in the middle of the ground in a park, and the rain start and they need a big umbrella. And in a wholesale he bought 50 pence each, and he sold it £5 each. So he earned really good money just due to by looking the weather and doing the planning. So
Yes.
tactics, we can look around operational dispatching, order filling, yes. A lot of the courier company, they use all these sort of techniques, or where you working as well, your own experience. Production operations, we can look around quality control details and all. We look around what interface activities we can product, scheduling, plant location, purchasing, logistic. Of course, we discuss. We can plan and we can link with the marketing. If you're spending more promotion budget, you're expecting more sale. If you're increasing your sale force, you're expecting more goods will be, more demand will be. If nothing happen, what's the point to sales? So relationship, logistic marketing is a huge. Have you learned 4 Ps somewhere? 4 Ps. We called in marketing is called marketing mix. 4 Ps. Product, price, promotion, and place. Yes, so place is a logistic where you will deliver that goods. So all product, your product is wonderful. The price you charge very reasonable. Promotion you're advertising, but the place is not a convenient. Yes, do not deliver it. So that's create the problem. Any question there?
No.
Okay, next we looking the recent study. There are a lot of studies being conducted. Organization need to take the proactive role in the strategic logistic planning. So planning is very, they can differentiate their activities from a uniform and predictable model to more responsive model. Responsive model is handled according to the response. So type 1 is a lean and efficient. Type 2 can be supply complex product to the specific requirement with long lead time. Some company they say whatever specification you will give, we will make to measure. But some say sorry, we'll make standard. We'll say this is top size, medium, and yes, small. So we'll make in so maximizing efficiency to meet the customer demands in terms of the volume maximums and the late configuration of finished goods. Another study sponsored the Farmer Council of Logistic Management reported the majority of the logistic professional survey indicated the company's executive believed that the logistic plan was the critical corporation to the strategic planning. So logistic planning is more critical than the. So that's we need to. Next we're looking contemporary IT and logistics. So discuss the common issues affecting logistic operation. What are the common issues nowadays? What affect your supply where you are working? People do not deliver it.
Usually, sometimes the situation of the city affects it. Sometimes the cost of trucks and availability of trucks, load issues.
Load issues. Other, of course, sometimes these are the strike or dharnas and various whatever we call them.
Yes, these
So
impact the cost.
That's why when you look in any country, so we do pest analysis,
Yes.
So we looking the political is one of the key factor to invest in
Yes.
any country. Then we look the economic factor, because if the economy not, then we look the social factor, what the society, how they behave it against the companies, against the brokers and whatever. And then we look the technology. They are all, but there is no technology. There is no super fast broadband. How we can transmit our messages to the various other data security. So in the UK, they set up is called GHQ. It's just for IT. It's a general headquarter. In our Pakistan is army headquarter, but this is a different. They just IT. So any IT, the company hacking and all data and various issues. So they just tackle everything, whatever happening, every call, every. So they set up for this purposes. We have a here example of Walmart wins with the logistics. Costs are lower than the Kmart or the Target store. CO is the farmer logistic. So lot of people, no people just want in logistic from different background, different industries, because cross industry learning is very important. You're working in the manufacturing, but maybe you need a hospitality industry experience to learn the people sentiment because to deliver it goods. So Walmart is the largest retailer in the world. So logistics, supply chain management, diverse areas, manufacturing, most common service, emerging opportunities, environmental causing restriction, non-profit government, little explore, military long history. Yes, can be where the logistic was cut the supply chain. Supply chain is a multi-enterprise. Focus company, suppliers, customer, yes, acquire,
Yes.
convert, distribute. Thus we need to effect of logistic for an outsourcing. Yes, that can be huge. So outsource, lot of things being outsourced. What do you think? You are
Yes.
dealing with outsource. Lot of company they may be outsourcing you, and you're just a logistic company, or they have their own logistic department.
Yes.
So that's huge. So you're looking the cost and measurement. And then, of course, outsourcing is a huge, reality of supply chain management scope is a huge, yes, and key focus is a customer. Whatever we planning or changing, the route, the multi-dimensional supply chain management, interfunctional, inter-organization coordination, different organization coordination. And have you maybe seen United Airlines, they overbooking policy? In America,
Um,
they throw one of doctor. They just said you can't really travel because they used to be 5% our booking. They have a past trend 5% people cancel the flight, but in that week not happen 5% people not cancel it. Only 3% people cancel the flight. So there was extra people in flight. They can't really fly. So what they have to be intra-company supply chain in place so they can send them to other airline. Yes. So that's why all airline they have in between, multi. We need to be make sure we have the arrangement in place. Increasing significant logistic costs are high. So about 10 to 15 GDP domestic, international, a range, of course, is a huge. Customer are the more demanding of the supply chain, desire for the quick response, and desire of the mass customization. Yes, there is a desire mass customization. An integrate part of company strategy, generate revenue, improve profit. Logistic
mm,
line are lengthen. We looking the local versus long distance supply, globalization. So maybe you have a good arrangement in place with the globalized companies.
mm,
Logistic is the key trade, and the logistic can add the value. Yes? Maybe you're going and sending somebody to do packaging for them, and you're giving them the boxes, your logistic company. Maybe boxes for you in a wholesale cost you very less, yes? For them can be. We're saying, oh, no problem. What we'll do, they will come our place and they can collect, they can bring the boxes as well. So you don't need to do, they will do packaging for you. They give you just a receipt and you don't need to do anything. So we need to look around contemporary IT application logistic focus course, tremendously technology advanced past decades, logistic management relies on analysis, mass information. We need to look around
mm,
disparate business functions. We need to look around internet, mobile, IT. All this we need to be when we'll plan. These are the key issues now. Some useful contemporary ITs, extended markup languages system, XML, service oriented architecture, which is in IT, yes. Radio frequency identification. That's one is a new concept coming is called smart factory. Have we heard anything? Smart factory? Smart factory. Any truck or lorries will enter in the warehouse. They can automatic system will count the items. Yes. system will update the inventory because there are the sensor in place and the stock will be auto updated.
Like bin card system.
A bin card is a little card, you have a big, like a warehouse, say A, then you have a A1, A2, A3, yes? And you have a little card, and then you have a part numbers on the card, yes?
Yes, there are automated bin cards as well now, being used in warehouses.
How you update the inventory? It will be automatic, say?
There's an automated bin card. It reads the barcode on the carton.
Okay, yes. If you're storing in the carton, and
Yes.
do you put manually location or you put the location itself?
Right now, putting the physical act of putting is manual. However, the entries are entered in the system as well. So there's a record. There's an automated record right now, but the act of putting is all physical.
Mm-hmm. But where we looking the smart factory concept. It's a PhD project is happening here. Is a smart factory concept is from customer can locate as well. Yes, can see the stock, and the customer and your suppliers can see as well. Is the integration, and your courier company can see as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's multi dimensions. Yeah, not just but there are the problem can be is just data security, yes. And how, because sometimes you don't want to show it, because if you want to change the price they can get the benefit of it, yes. Or because we are a shortage we can again reserve it, maybe you have a 30 days, the payment policies, and other company can get the benefit out of. Future challenges and the critical issues: supply chain and integrated channel management, quick response, efficient. That's the problem. Total quality management, just-in-time information system re-engineering, time-based competition, environmental issue, reverse logistics, life cycle analysis, legislations, lot of legislations. Yeah, we have here in the UK legislation. Any electronic goods is up to 3 months. Our customer have a right to return. We have a Sales Good Act 1979. Good not fit for purpose have a right to return. Yes, so the courier will pick it. eBay and Amazon and various other, they have a lot of rights. As a customer has more rights. So there are a lot of issues in logistics as well. Future challenges and the critical. What's happened in the UK, various places, they like a fuel station, they have a drop boxes. So if you want to be order something online, so they will drop in that drop box and you will be given the code. So you enter the code and get your parcel from the box whenever you want, because sometimes you're not at home and delivery. Yeah? So that is a new concept we're using. Supply chain management is growing as per, yes, different logistic, key system and more holistic perspective. Should be part of modern strategic planning, of course, we discuss. And these are all, the key challenges. TQM, what is the TQM?
Total quality management.
What is the quality management all about?
It has a lot of there are lots of objectives basically, that there should be inspection points and checkpoints. I've actually studied an extension of it. There are some standardizations, and basically there has to be quality check at each point of the production line to remove wastages and everything.
Good. So that's all about ISO 9000, ISO 14000, ISO 21000. It's called International Standardization Organization. They do audit and they check the quality. What they do, they give the certificate to, especially courier company, get logistic company ISO 9000. The 9000 is all about what you say, same thing you do, and you have a documentary evidence for it. What you say, same you do, and you have a documentary evidence. That's all about. Okay. So today I just prepared one little quiz for you. I just basically will use in. So can we quick, spend few minutes, huh? So we can play. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes. So let's see, supplier reliability is a particular important for business that, what's that?
Operates a just-in-time system.
Operate in just in time, correct, good, well done. What about a possible downside of choosing supplier that offer the lowest price?
Quality of uh,
Is a
all
quality,
three seems
sorry?
quality, reliability, and on time. All three seems plausible. Quality, I would go
No,
with
we
quality.
need to pick one, huh?
I'll go with quality.
Good. Okay, so which of these is not a supplier to a business? Not a supplier to a business, yes. Distributor, consultant, business angels.
I think business angel invest.
I think distributor.
Let's will go for Hamza. Business angels, yes, good.
Oh, nice.
Okay, next. Next is how might achieve.
I'm not able to see your screen actually for stuff.
Potential to achieve higher added value.
Potential to achieve higher added value. Good. Next. Which one? Next.
So that the supplier can pay their own suppliers, I think.
Sorry, which one?
Third one, I guess.
Third one.
I think second one.
Okay, no problem.
I think second one.
No problem, we'll review. Okay, so which of these factors likely to be the most important when choose the business key strategic supplier?
Relationship and reliability.
I think promotional spend and brand awareness. Maybe the first one.
I think the fourth one.
Yes, so it should be fourth one then. We'll go through which of these measures would help monitor reliability of supplier. So we're looking at reliability. So which one is a reliability?
Percentage of deliveries made on time.
Yes, well done, correct. Next, how might a supplier help reduce the unit cost? Offer high price, provide goods environmental friendly, supply better quality, supply less frequently to minimize the warehouse disruption. Which one we think?
Better quality.
Better quality, which one?
Third.
Oh, sorry, yes, supply better quality. Yes, correct, good. Okay, which of these not reasons why business might use overseas supplier? Not a reason. So not is a key focus, huh?
Reduce transportation costs.
Good, well done. Which of these following the least likely effect? Least likely, yes.
Based in the UK.
Well done. So good, 80%. Well done. That was 2 yes.
Credit worthiness, right?
Yes.
Sorry.
Then this was 4th, yes, relationship and reliability. Okay, that's all you know. So today we learn about LO2, and in LO2 we cover 2.1, 2.2 and 2.3. So in the next lesson we'll go through our LO3, and we'll focus on assignment as well. Are you writing now? You can maybe look around the task 1 now, yes? Because task
Yes.
1 is LO1 and LO2.
Sir, can we email it to you? I've prepared a draft, so I can email it to you directly now.
Yes, sure. You can, drop me emails and I'll give you feedback and we can amend it if we need to. Huh?
All right, sir. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, Hamza, any question?
No question. And can you send a dummy assignment so that we can
Yes,
get to know them how to.
Yes, I think so. I promise you. No problem. I'll try. Give me until max, Monday morning. Huh? Okay, I'll send you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Have a nice time. Thank you. Bye-bye. Huh?
Bye.